computer. Right. Okie dokie. So we are recording now. Great. And there is sound. I can hear sound. So that's great too. Right. Okay. So welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Oops, spoiler alert. Welcome. My name is Winston Duncan. I'm just all over the gaff. I'm a bit tired today. My name is Winston Duncan, and I am your #1 book confidence coach. Okay. And I want to work with you to get your book to the highest possible echelons that it can. But one of the things in working with so many different authors, everybody has different pockets. You know, some can afford to pay full straight away, some can afford to do a 50% deposit and then pay 50% the month later, and some just find it challenging. You know, they find it challenging to get money together, but you should never let that stop you. So I'm going to give you my top 10 11 tips, and this video has been especially made for Angel. So big up Poetic Angel in the building. And I was telling her about my top tips, and she's like, have you got a video? And I was like, no. And then I thought, I should do one. It's one of my million things to do. Add another video on, why don't you? So here we are. So I am an advocate of by any means possible. And if you're struggling or you just want some public help, getting your friends and family involved in the GoFundMe campaign is great. So if you can look here, the Look Like Me book challenge, that's Amari. This is actual video in the main page, which is really good. Videos speak better to your audience than actual photos. So we can see here we've had 33 donors, 306 shares, which is amazing, 32 followers. We've since raised more than this, but I'll show you a little bit later on when I go into my actual profile. Then we have the beautiful transformational coach, Nelsa Katoja, from Depression to Self-Expression book challenge. This lady is a book slayer, and you can see here she's raised £575 to publish with us. She published this book right here. It's called Soul of a Woman, A Journey to Self-Love, and it's an amazing, amazing book. And she was just determined, you know, and there was people out there that wanted to help and support her. So she did her GoFundMe page and she's done extremely well. Then we've got the lovely Lauren Vashti Macaulay. Let's get the book published. She's amazing. I love her blue hair. Doesn't she look fabulous with that blue hair? Woohoo! Can I get some? So Lauren is an inspirational woman. She is a debut author and she's going to be publishing her book with us, and I'm so happy to get her on board. And look at that, she's raised £494. So I want you to imagine, what can you do? What can you raise to get your books out there? It's possible. It really, really is possible. So think about, some people say, oh, you know, I don't necessarily want to do it. They feel embarrassed, but there's no need. There's no need. You know, it's about by any means necessary. Malcolm X taught us that. And friends and family are there to help and support you along the journey. So why not help to pool resources? I mean, that's what a lot of the Asian community do. So what a lot of the African community do, you pool resources, you pull together. It makes sense. But, you know, one hand can't clap, two hands can clap. All right, so I'm just going to get straight to it and I'm going to share with you. I'm going to refer to my list. So I am going to get straight to it and we are going to begin. So I think I'll just put up the list here so you can see that as well. All right, as we go along. Okay, so #1. How much money do you want to raise to publish your book? So this is, in terms of the campaign, it's for books and for authors who want to publish their books. However, if your campaign is something else, you just replace the word book with what it is. You know, want to go to university or want to start my business, whatever it is, you just replace the word. But this specific video is for books. and let me know if I'm losing the light. I will check in on my Facebook to see if there's any questions at the end. Okay, so how much money do you want to raise to publish a book? So what you've got to think about is the publishing cost. Does it include editing? Does it include proofreading? And not only that, but think forward, how many books do you need to buy when you're publishing your book? Okay, how many books do you need to buy? I normally recommend 50 to 100 for my authors. Everyone's on different budgets. Some have done as small as 10. It just depends where you're at. But if it's launching, definitely try and get 50 copies minimum, because if you're going with Amazon, it does take 2 weeks for the book to arrive. But books up to 2 weeks for the books to arrive, even if it is fast track, it's still 10 days. Okay. And Amazon's got better now. They're more delivering in the time frame, whereas before, at the beginning of lockdown, it was just some madness. All right, so if you're just joining me, my name is Winston Duncan. I am your #1 book confidence coach. And I'm talking to you today about setting up your GoFundMe page. We're talking about authors, but we can change and put something else in its place. Number 2, what is the time frame to complete your fundraiser? Now, what I like about using GoFundMe, there's many different platforms you can use, crowdfunder and so on. But if you don't hit your target, you're not penalized. The money doesn't go back to everyone. So that's a bit scary, isn't it? You raise like £500-600, you didn't hit your target. All right, money's gone back. No, you can't be having that. You know, every mickle makes a mockle, and you should just really be happy with something that is not nothing. You know, half a zero is zero, as far as I'm concerned. Half a zero is zero. All right then. So what is the time frame to complete your fundraiser? So if you're going for a special birthday date, then set it to that date. Don't be disappointed if you didn't reach it. You know, just set the date. Publishing can take anywhere from 3 months to 6 months to 9 months to a year, depending on how involved you are with the process, you know. I hear a lot of different excuses along the way, but I think a lot of the times, I think people find it difficult to make the time to write. And it's totally understandable. We've got life and we've got to live. But at the end of the day, it's how quick you want it to be. So give yourself a good couple of months at least to raise some finances and be persistent. Number 3, text and email family and friends the link to your GoFundMe page. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward, but I've seen some people's texts and I'm just like, you're going to send that? No, don't send that. You've got to make your story compelling, okay? You've got to make it feel like it's capturing the attention. So always bring the audience of your family and friends in. Thank you so much for supporting me over the years. I really do appreciate your love and attention. I hope you're well. And I'm really excited to tell you that I've got this new book coming out. It's a new poetry book. And I'm so excited that I found a publisher, and I'd love to be able to get it published. And if you can support my work, it will be amazing. I'm actually thinking of a lady called Alima Faye. I'm going to try and find her link again on her Instagram. She raised over £1,200 in 24 hours. Like, she definitely has to get featured in this Hall of Fame. So I'm going to definitely bring her in. And she published with us a book called Black Mental Health in Focus. Can you imagine that? £1,200 in 24 hours. That is a supportive network. So yeah, so it's possible. Just don't block yourself. That's what I would say. Do not block yourselves. So when you send the text to your family and friends, make sure that it's clear, it's got correct spelling, and you're asking them for the support of them to donate, okay, and that it's written properly. So you might want to go on YouTube and look at some copy exercises just to make sure you've got some keywords in there. And, you know, always talk about how you want to leave your legacy in a book, and do not despise the day of humble beginnings. A £5 is better than nothing. So, you know, you thank everybody for donating. Number 4, remember people's touch points to give donations are based on 5 to 7 times reminder. Now, a touch point is, in this day and age of internet bombarding emails, like just, you know, TikTok's out, this is out, this is out, Brock Your Foot is out. In this season, shall we say, the touch points to get to somebody to actually donate is 5 to 7 times. So you have to contact that person, whether it's by text, whether it's by email, and make sure that they, you know, get the message, because they forget, they're busy, and so on and so forth. So make sure you're continually contacting them. You're not bugging them, you're just reminding them. And think about when paydays are. So paydays are the 1st of the month, the 15th of the month, and the 30th or the 31st of the month. So always have that in your consideration when you are doing this process. Okay, right. So it looks like you can still see me. I still look quite lit up. So we're going to just keep going with the natural. All right, then. So be consistent, keep going, and never give up. Now, it's funny. I remember used to doing an open mic night. I'm going to tell you a little story. I'm a poet, if you didn't know it. I go by the name of Lyrical Healer. And that's one of my many hats that I wear. And I used to do an open mic night called Inspire back in the day. And the poets used to get up on stage, and singers used to perform, and the night sky sparkled in the crescent midnight blue of the moon. You know, and they used to really, like, I'm here to stay. But if you're lucky, 10% of those people are still going. So my advice to you is to keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Very, very important in this day and age, okay? So don't give up just 1 week, 2 weeks, no one's donated. Persistence pays off. All right, good. Number 6, remember key paydays. I think I already touched on that, didn't I? So I sort of jumped ahead of my tips. Sorry about that. But I'll just repeat it again. Remember key paydays. For example, people get paid on the 1st, the 15th, or the 31st of each month. So always gauge your campaigning, your texting around that. Follow up someone. Oh, Auntie Susu, you said that you was going to pay. Is that all right? Oh, yes, darling. Me did forget, you know. Me did forget me was going to pay, but I'm going to pay now, you know. All right. So get Auntie Susu to give you a little 10R, a little 20, whatever the heart is. I mean, some people are really generous. I've had hundreds of pounds donated a few times on our GoFundMe page. So some people just have a heart for what it is that you're doing. And yeah, just do it. So we're halfway through. I'm just going to reset the video and just let you know that my name is Winston Duncan. I'm your #1 book confidence coach. You're going to be getting to see lots more videos like this from me. And I am here today talking about the 11 tips to set up your GoFundMe page. And yeah, we're halfway through. And then I'm going to show you what my page looks like in a little bit. Okay, right. So write an action plan on the who, what, when, where, and why you are doing this. Now, this really separates the beast from the little woolly lambs, like, you know, the lamb there, bah, bah. It separates them. The lambs, you don't want to be a lamb to the slaughter, make them come. No. You want to be a beast. So if you're real about this, you need to write it down and make it plain. Write it down and make it plain. That's actually in the Bible, isn't it? It's a biblical principle. When you write things down, you're putting it into the ether, you're putting it into the atmosphere, you're putting it into the ozone, you're putting it in the universe. Write it down and make it plain. Simple things. Really, really simple. So when you do that, what's going to happen is it's going to come to life. So the who is the campaign for? Friends and family. What actually, if I put it into context, so if we just go down a bit and we're looking at the Look Like Me book challenge, because I think you'll find that easier. So I'm going to answer these questions based on what I've done with the Look Like Me book challenge. So who is it for? This project is for young people who are aged between 7 and 18, who have got ideas and aspirations and wanting to become an author and wanting to work in a community group with peer inclusion and, you know, increase their confidence in literature. That's who it's for. And it's also who it's for is the parents who want their children to progress, parents who want their children to have a little activity on a Saturday so they don't have to be worrying when they're cooking rice and peas, you know, what's going on. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That is the who. What? So what we're doing is the popcorn house. Hey, hey. So this is our book, The Popcorn House. Teamwork makes the dream work. We are wanting to raise funds so that we can put this book out, promote it, get it out there into the world, shine and fly high. And that's exactly what we have done. When? So in our particular case, ours was done last summer over a 3-month period, and then we had the launch the month later, so 4 months in total over the summer period. I think we launched, I think it was the 1st of October, Black History Month. I remember that's when we launched, and it was consistent and they had work to do and it was a team effort. And it was myself and the young people working together to publish their books. Right, so who, what, when, where, and why? I'm just gonna, next time I will know this when I'm doing my, when I'm doing my videos for YouTube, I will know what to do. Turn off your phone, Winston Duncan, because the vibration is gonna come true. Okay, sorry about that. It's off. No one's disturbing me now. And there is still light on my face so you can see me. Good. Let's rock and roll. Okay, so who, what, when, where? This is quite interesting. We did it online. That was just something really new at the time, but we're kind of used to it. And we're kind of zoomed out now. We're going back into spaces and places. It could potentially be very different, but this is really convenient for parents who just have to turn up a laptop at home. So I think for the foreseeable future, probably the next year or so, we would continue to do it online, just to keep everybody safe. And then why? I started the Look Like Me book challenge because only 5% of main characters are in children's books. So that's Black, Asian, or minority ethnics are represented in children's books. This is compared to 33.5% of Black, Asian, and minority ethnic children in schools. Now, that's a huge disparity. And I'm just like, why does no one care about this? You know, I've gotten onto YouTube and I'm bawling like, you know, why do you not care about the black and brown faces? Really shedding tears. Like, this just gripped me. And I want to see my nieces and nephews represented. They're beautiful. They're beautiful, different shades. So my why was really quite strong. And I used my birthday as a seed to get people to donate. So every year I'm just going to be like, please just donate. You know, that's just going to be a tradition. This is my birthday present and this is what you can do. I feel like I'm talking so much. Evan Carmichael said, you know, 15-minute video, but I just think this has just gone way over that. But you know what? I'm okay, because I've got a lot to say. And if you're really interested in getting this money, then you will, you know, you'll do what it takes to do that. As far as I'm concerned, we're nearly there. All right, then. So, and an action plan doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be long. You know, 1 page. Come on. You're telling me you can't sit down and do 1 page and plan out your future to get your book written? Please, I don't want to hear it. Not me. Talk to somebody else about that, because I'm about proactiveness. I'm about pushing you forward, propelling you forward. People that know me know me. You know, if we're going to write a book, we're going to write a book. I don't want to hear, oh, no, 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 no. So sit down, plan, and get started. Number 7, write an action plan on the who. Oh no, we've done that. Number 8, number 8, stay focused on the outcome that you want. So this is about being, you know, like a horse. A horse is like, and he just looks straight forward. He's got these little buffer things. I don't know what you call it. Someone put down in the chat what it's called, but he just looks straight ahead like this, and he's going about his business. So you should be the horse. You should stay focused on the outcome of what it is that you want, and you go for it. And you go for it fearlessly. And, you know, I've got over 1,000 people in my phone book, and I've not even texted everybody. But that just shows you, isn't it, the network that one can have. And even if they don't give, beg a share, please share, please share, because someone will see it and just want to give because they think, oh, it's great. So stay focused on the outcome you want, never waver, and keep going. Number 9, be committed to telling your story. So we talked a little bit about sending it on text and sending it on email, but obviously you can jump on here and you can do lives. So you can do your own video, like what we did with the young people. We've even done a documentary with them. So that's the main thing that we just put up now. And you can jump on, you can do your lives and continue to get support. That's really key. It's really crucial to the next phase and the next stage. And again, people will come on board and help you. So be committed to telling your story. You know, I want to write this poetry book. I want to write this children's book. Just keep talking about it. Keep sharing. WhatsApp's really good. It can get a bit claustrophobic, but if you just keep going, you'll get there with the WhatsApp. You know, people will share it and maybe it can become viral. Number 10, I can count. Don't worry, I'm just a little bit tired today. I've been up 5 a.m. yeah, finishing proofreading this book. Essa just market it for all my lovely authors. It's over 200 pages, but that's another video. And we're finally going to be going to print this week. They've been so patient with me, but you know, it's big up. And thank you to Lady Leisha, who was my first ever customer that brought it last summer while I was still writing it. And that's why pre-orders are amazing. Number 10, remember to share your story on social media. So, right, let's look at it. We've got Facebook, we've got LinkedIn, we've got Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, TikTok. I don't really know how that works. I don't care to know how that works. I've got too many things to do. I've just kind of like played out with all the, you know, like, I'm just so fabulous. Everybody look at me. I'm award winning. I'm this and that. La, 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 la. Just allow me, please. No. Next. So, you know, TikTok, if you want to go on there, go on there. Snapchat and whatever new is coming out, do. Stories, 24-hour stories are really quite effective. So I would encourage you to do a few little posts. And what you can do is you can change your still picture on Snapchat or on Instagram into moving animations, which is really cool. So just go online and learn how to do that, and then it becomes a little video, and the videos have more likes than the pictures, basically. And then finally, last but not least, number 11, watch how to watch how to do fundraise videos on YouTube. Now let's just go into that very quickly and see. Let's just have a look. Okay, so I've been on there 27 minutes. That's okay. That's good. 27 minutes. I think I'm going to make this into a podcast. It'd be really cool. I've told I've had a radio voice. Oh dear. Seeing DMX there. Sorry. Rest in peace, brother. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to type GoFundMe. Let's say advice. All right, so you just type that in and there's just a few GoFundMe tips for funding success. How to do a GoFundMe. Powerful GoFundMe writing. How to run a successful GoFundMe campaign. So these are all things that you can learn in addition to what you've heard me say. Here is our GoFundMe page. And here's our little video, so you can see, you know, it comes up and it's only 5 minutes, but it gives people an insight into what it is that we, you know, do. So as you can see, we are proud to say that we have raised over £1,600, which is really cool, really. We're just at the beginning of our journey. And we've got a goal here of 50,000. So once we start getting funding in, which we're applying for at the moment for our social enterprise, we will be definitely sure to hit these targets without a doubt. It's just a process. So think of a nice short little title there. At the top, we've got the Look Like Me book challenge. So you've got how much people have raised, the share button, the donate now. Our last donation was 4 months ago. We haven't really been pushing, you know, anything per se. People can do anonymous donations. We can just click this here and see. Look, so you can see one of our top people donors was £100. £100. They're just given, you know. It's just been really, really beautiful. Really, really beautiful, the support from family and friends, and sometimes people we don't even know. Now, the mistake I made with this was that I did one long piece of writing. I don't suggest you do that. I really don't suggest you do that. Try and just keep it to A4 page to or 1 or 2 pages, because it says now how long it takes to read. So it will say 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and so on and so forth. And yeah, that's really my thoughts on that. So those are my tips. I hope they've helped you. If you do have any questions, I'm going to just check in now and see in the chat if anybody wants to ask me anything. So who am I? My name is Winston Duncan. I am your #1 book confidence coach, #1 best-selling author of The Popcorn House. And this video was done for Poetic Angel, who is an amazing young lady who wants to write her book and tell her story. So let's just see if anybody wants to ask me a question on Facebook. I'll let you know. La 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 la. I feel very happy because I'm living my purpose. I'm living my best life. Okie dokie, let's see. So, okay. No, there's no questions here. All right, that's fine then. So, yeah, you can get in contact with me at www.peachespublications.co.uk. I'd love to hear from you, and I hope that this was useful. Okay, I am going to sign off and out, and I look forward to seeing you at one of our online courses. And I think I did all right with the lighting. I think I did okay. I can still see me. It doesn't look dark, and there's not a halo coming out of my head. All right, my lovelies. So yeah, go and check me out, www. peachespublications.co.uk. I need some sleep. Bye, everybody.